Hey, what's up, guys? Just kind of wanted to go over the Gloomhaven quest tree just because it can get kind of confusing on what's going on, where are we in the story, things like that. So I thought I could kind of lay it out for us. So I put together this document in Photoshop. You can see there's all my layers and stuff. Just to help explain it a little bit because there's just so many branching paths in the story. So I thought it'd be good to kind of recap where we are, what we've done, and where we're going, so we can kind of see what's going to happen next and kind of be ready. We started off the whole story with the Sleeping Lion Inn. That's where we all gathered together, and that's where we met Jexra, and she offered us a quest to kind of find her missing documents and for us to go find those. We said, okay, we'll take some money, we'll go do it. And that was kind of quest one there. And we went to the Black Burrow, found these guys, found that the documents weren't there. And that took us to quest two, where we went to the lair and we found the big boss guy, and that's where our documents were. So upon completing that, we got the missing documents. We went back to the Sleeping Lion, and we gave her the documents. She offered us some more work. Hey, do you guys want to go do that? Or we could have followed the documents. There was a map, and go check out the Gloom. We decided to not listen to her and not take this branch, but instead go follow the Gloom. And so that's what we did. That took us to the quest tree of basically researching the Gloom. The first thing we did was the Crypt of the Damned. We went in there and we found an altar with a map on it. That was our third quest. We got the map. Took us to the Runius Crypt. And there's a path right here, but we'll get into that later. In the Runius Crypt, we found the Void. We were like, oh my god, what's this Void? We decided to close it, but we needed an Aether kind of magician to go close it. So we went to the Crooked Bone Tavern, where we met Hale, our Aether. And she's like, well, for me to trust you, you guys got to go get me an orb, and then I'll work with you. So that took us to quest 5, where we went to the Frozen Hollow, obtained the blue orb, and gave it to her. And she said the orb was basically a gateway into another dimension, blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, you guys are lucky you didn't get sucked in there. And she's like, what do you want from me again? And so that's where we told her, hey, we want to close the Void. And she said she needed a sensor. So we went to quest 6, which was the Forgotten Crypt, to go get the sensor from a dead wizard, I believe, is where we got that from. And that took us up here to the Ruminous Rift at the Void with our sensor ready to close the Void with Hail. As you can see, this is red because we have not done this quest. We did not want to do it yet, and so, because we didn't want to end the game. So instead, we went all the way back to the beginning, right here, and said, well, what did you want us to do again? And she told us to go to the Enoch's encampment, and that's where we are at quest 7, about to be done. That's why it's purple, because it's about to be done. One thing I want to do after that is I don't want to continue this story of Jexra, because we have more important things to do. And that's kind of why I laid this out. So instead, we're going to continue our crypts. We've done Crypt of the Dam, Ruminous Crypt, and the Forgotten Crypt. So we're going to continue, and we're going to go to the Noxious Cellar. And that's where we will go. And we're going to do this quest tree called Seeking Zorn. And we're going to go to the cellar, the crypt basement, and finally the Palace of Ice. So these will be our next 3 quests. And there is no continuation off of here, but the game does not end here. So this is a good little story to finish up all the crypt stuff that we had been working on forever, which seems more important because Like I said, we had done so many crypt stuff. So next we're going to go do those 3 things. And then afterwards, we're going to go back here. Remember this Runeous Crypt? This is where we found the void. And we threw a rock in there and it disappeared. We decided not to follow the rock. Well, now we're going to go follow the rock because I think it's an important thing we need to do. And so that'll take us to the plane of elemental power. And this is our quest tree to destroy the gloom. So we'll go to the plane of elemental power, the temple of the elements, the plane of night, the treacherous divide, the nightmare peak, and finally the void. And that will be it. That will be the final quests of Gloomhaven. I mean, there are other quests we can come back and do later on, but I just think to have a definitive end is going to be great, and I think that's enough quests for us to do. Frosthaven will be out by then, and we can do that. So if you want to see, this is what that tree looks like, the full thing. And so that's pretty cool. I was gonna have us do. Oh, sorry, I didn't even have it all in the shot. I was gonna have us do the forest quest, but it would be another tree like this. And honestly, we already have enough quests to do, and that's why we're not gonna even finish the Jexera one. Maybe someday we will, because it's another tree down here. So instead, after quest 7, we're gonna go up here, finish these 3, and then we're gonna do these last 6 and finish off the gloom. This little thing, we're not really going to go back to it. I mean, we can do it for fun, but it basically is just go close the void, and I don't think we really need to do that. I didn't know this was here. I thought we were doing this, but apparently we were on this track, and so we were supposed to jump into the void to really go through it. So you can see our 3 quest trees, you know, research the gloom, Jexera's quest, and seek Zorn. But destroy the gloom is going to be the one we're focused on once we get this little side thing out of the way. These shouldn't take too long. I looked at them. They're not that big of a quest. And that way we can get focused on the main story. I just think we should do these. That's why I added them. I mean, technically we could just come straight here. And like I said, someday if you want, we can finish this. But for now, we're just going to do this stuff. I mean, is Jexera really that important? I don't know. But hopefully that timeline kind of explains what's going on. We'll kind of go from there. Technically, Quest 7 should have been here, but oh well, that was my mistake to go back. All right, there you have it. Till next time, catch you later.